The present democracy has become empty in two ways. We have a coexistence of representative democracy with economic dictatorship. The economic dictatorship of huge concentration in the hands of a few corporations in each sector. Democracy of a deeper kind is at the heart of this shift. I have called it Earth democracy. The present democracy has become empty in two ways. It has become empty of economics because we have a coexistence of representative democracy with economic dictatorship. The economic dictatorship of huge concentration in the hands of a few corporations in each sector. 5 corporations controlling water, 5 corporations controlling seed supply, 5 corporations controlling food trade, 5 corporations trying to control energy systems. It's a dictatorial system. And that dictatorship is held in place by financial institutions like the World Bank and IMF and trade treaties like the WTO, but also the regional trade treaties like NAFTA and others. The coexistence of economic dictatorship with representative democracy is making democracy a sham. And democracy is then increasingly moving to non-economic issues as the basis of winning elections. That is why you see the rise of the right wing everywhere in the world. That fear of the other becomes the political capital in the absence of the ability of local, regional, national politicians to intervene in processes and say, we will ensure everyone has food. We will ensure every child has an education. We need to move from this combination of economic dictatorship and representative democracy to a deeper democracy which embraces the democracy of all life and therefore moves beyond the human condition to cover all plants, all animals, all microbes on this planet. That shift means our rights get embedded in our responsibilities with respect to the environment, with respect to the planet, with respect to other non-human species. The second aspect of that deeper democracy as an Earth democracy, besides enlarging beyond the human, is to deepen beyond election day. Democracy today is when do you go and put your vote. The point is we are voting every moment by our lives. We are voting for the kind of food we'll eat. We are voting for the kind of agriculture that will be practiced. In fact, the very act of eating is an agricultural act because it determines whether you're voting for GMOs or you're voting for organic. You're voting for non-local supplies that are emitting carbon emissions and have huge carbon footprints, or you're voting for local, fresh food, keeping local communities alive, the environmental alive, and your public health as a viable option in the food system. So this daily voting in your daily life has to become the place of the practice of democracy and the practice of freedom. That enlarging outwards to embrace all life and deepening into everyday life, for me, is the practice of Earth democracy.